my name is Laure Felton. I have been a Pilates instructor at Myra and Company for 15 years. We're located in Miami, Florida. This is my lovely model, Priscilla. Thank you, Priscilla, for assisting today. And 30-minute class is called Back to Basics. It is for the beginner Pilates student to assist in teaching them the fundamentals of Pilates. It's also great for the more experienced Pilates student to check in and make sure that they're moving the proper way from the inside out. We're performing this series on the Cadillac, but at home you're going to be wanting to do this on the mat, on the floor, with a ball, or you can use a towel rolled up or a pillow. We're going to begin. Go ahead and bend your right knee, align your right heel to your right sit bone, right in alignment with the hip. And then bend your left knee, align your left foot with your left sit bone. I'm going to place the ball between the inner thighs, not on the knee joint. You can again use a pillow or a towel rolled up to keep your thighs hip distance apart. So close your eyes for a moment. Chin is lifted, your neck and throat are relaxed. And we're going to begin with breathing. Nice, simple breathing. It's a lot of talk about breathing. But what I want you to do is just focus on closing your mouth and breathing in through your nose, and allow your lips to just gently open as you blow all the air out between your lips. So you're inhaling, closing your lips, allowing the air to come in, and then you let your lips just open freely as you exhale all the air out. As you're inhaling, you want to visualize that the breath is going into the back side of your lungs and rib cage. And as you exhale, most importantly, you want to exhale every drop of air out of the lungs so that we're fully utilizing our lung space. Inhaling, bringing that fresh new breath into our lungs, and then exhaling, releasing every drop of air out of your lungs. The breath travels wide and posterior in the back, and then the ribs come in like an accordion. You're expanding wide and posterior, and then like an accordion coming in, everything's narrowing in on the exhale. Incorporating the abdominals with the breath, open your eyes, fully present. As you inhale, you want to think of your abdominal muscles pulling in and up underneath your rib cage. And then as you exhale, you want to deepen that abdominal contraction so that your abs pull further away from my fingers. Scoop them away on the inhale, and scoop them away even more as you exhale all the air out of your lungs. So now we're integrating both the abdominals with the breath. Inhaling, breathing wide into the lungs and ribs, and exhaling, deepening the abdominals. Inhale, the Pilates scoops, so it's the abs scoop in and up, and the abs deepen. So we're never pushing the belly. Keep going with that breathing, keep going with that abdominal work. We're never pushing the belly out. The abdominal muscles are always scooping in and up as the breath is expanding. Everything comes from here. This is our center. This is what we must always focus on no matter what movement we're doing. So keep the breathing, keep the abdominal scoop, and you're going to take an inhale, and you're going to focus as though you have a paintbrush on the tip of your nose, and you're going to be painting a little circle on the ceiling. So just start circling in one direction. It can be a circle, a small circle, about the size of a marble. You can go a little bit bigger if you want. And what we're doing here, the intent of this, is to release the muscles in your cervical spine, in your neck. So we're not clenching with our neck. With some people, we might want to put a little towel under the neck. But with others, like Priscilla, it's fine to have your head not supported. Circle the other way, reverse directions. You can go back and forth a couple times just to gain awareness to the cervical spine. And then allow your head to just settle back into center. Beautiful. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, deepening the abdominals, drawing those ribs, float your arms straight up to the ceiling. Good. Working on some shoulder blade mobility and stability as though there's a puppeteer up to the ceiling. Your shoulder blades are going to go wide on your upper back as your arms extend to the ceiling, and then your shoulder blades are going to slide in and down. You're going to inhale to slide your shoulder blades apart, always integrating the breath, and exhale, the shoulder blades slide in and down. Inhale, the shoulder blades go wide. The abdominals, of course, are scooping, and the abdominals are deepening as the shoulder blades come down. Good. So working that shoulder blade mobility and the muscles around your shoulder blades to stabilize. Keep your shoulder blades down now. Hold it there. Soften your elbows just a little bit so they're not hyperextended. Taking the arms back over your head as you inhale. And then bring the arms back straight up to the ceiling as you exhale. So go through this a few times, Priscilla. And as you go through this motion, the awareness never goes off the center. So we're always thinking about what is happening with our center as our extremity moves. In this case, the arms are moving in the ball and socket joint of the shoulder. The breath is flowing. The ribs are staying knitted and imprinted as those arms move back and forth. It could vary for each person. Some people might not have the mobility she has in her shoulder joint. One more time. So you want to always go at what's available in your own body. Now we're going to take our left arm down as our right arm goes back. Inhale. And then come back to center. Exhale. Opposite direction. Inhale. And exhale back to center. So now, by going in opposite directions, continue to go through that pattern. You're having to work a little harder through your center to stabilize, because the body will want to shift around to compensate if there is imbalance from one side to the next. Inhale and exhale and back to center. And she might feel it, but she's going so beautifully through this. Thank you. And bring your arms down by your side. Palms flat down on the table. You're going to just walk your fingertips down a little bit towards your heels, which depresses the shoulder blades. And then gently press the backs of your shoulders against the mat to open up the whole chest wall. Keep your clavicle nice and open. The chin stays lifted and the cervical spine is relaxed. Going through a little pelvic motion now. Gently squeeze in on the ball as you inhale. And then gently release as you exhale. So squeezing in the ball, you're activating your inner thighs and releasing, but not totally releasing. Keep a little bit of activity always in those inner thighs. Very nice. And release. And gently squeeze. Now hold a little bit of tension. You're going to keep the tension so the inner thighs stay activated. Take an inhale through your nose, and as you exhale, pulling your abdominals away from my fingers, you're going to tilt your pelvis under by using your low abs, allowing just your tailbone to come off the table. Hold it there. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to lengthen your pelvis back to what we call neutral or level pelvis. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, pull away. So always initiating every movement from your deep abdominal muscles. Hold it there on the inhale. Keep those abs deeply engaged as you lengthen to that level pelvis. Beautiful. 2 more like that. Inhaling to prepare and exhaling the abs. Of course, we're working some glutes and some hamstrings and our inner thighs, so the whole lower body is activated. And then returning back to neutral level pelvis. Hip bones and pubic bone are at one level. And one more time, scooping the abdominals to curl the pelvis up. Keeping the abdominals engaged as you lengthen back down. Hold that position now, going into an anterior tilt the opposite way. Take an inhale to prepare. Now you're going to exhale and think of really arching your low back. So rocking your pelvis forward. Hold it there, inhale. And then exhale, just settle the spine and pelvis back into that level position. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we call that an anterior tilt, where the hip bones go away from the center. And then we take it back to level pelvis. 2 more times like that. Always integrating the abdominals, the breath, gaining awareness of our pelvic motion. Because everything we do in Pilates starts from here, so we must have that pelvic connection. And then settle it back to center. Now we're in our nice level pelvis. Not under, not forward, but straight ahead. So that we can move efficiently in the hip joint. Take an inhale through your nose. As you exhale, you're going to float your right leg up so the knee comes towards the ceiling. And lower the foot down as you inhale, and you're going to alternate legs. Exhale your left leg up. Inhale to lower the foot. Continue to alternate, integrating your breath, your abdominals. Lower inhale. Always let the abs precede the extremity. And exhale your right leg up. Now hold the right leg up there. You're going to have to go a little deeper into your center to hold the left leg up. Pull away from my fingers. Don't let it push out. Now slowly lower that right leg with control. And left leg down with control. Inhale to prepare. You're going to start with your left leg going up first. Left leg goes up. And right leg, keep going. And as she's going through this movement, you want to make sure the pelvis does not shift. So we're working on the pelvic stability, right leg up. And as you lift the other leg, the opposite hip, you want to really anchor down by working those deep abdominals and keeping that pelvis nice and level. Right leg up again, left leg up. This is a progression. Hold both legs up. This time flex your feet. Tap your right heel down as you inhale. Bring it up as you exhale. Alternate legs. Left. So, with both legs up, you're working hard in your core, in your abdominals, to not shift. You can't let go of that. If you let go of your abdominal wall, you're going to feel stress in your back. So she's working, trust me. And keep alternating. And if this is too much for you, you're going to keep both feet down and just lift one leg at a time. Because for some people, it might be too much in the beginning. And then lower your right. And lower your left all the way down, keeping both legs down. Very nice, beautiful. Going into a little upper back thoracic flexion. Take an inhale through your nose. As you exhale, you're going to lower your chin. You're going to look through the midline of your body, soften your sternum, knit the ribs, and curl just into the upper abs. Lift your arms slightly so they're floating. And I'm so kindly holding your head, but you won't have me doing that. So you're going to have to really work through here to not stress the neck. Lower back down. With control always. Take an inhale to prepare. As you exhale, think of this working first. The ribs knit, the sternum soften so that it doesn't clench in your neck muscles. Hold it there, inhale. And then exhale, lower down. Now we are as well strengthening our neck. We need to, because our head weighs 10 to 15 pounds. Some less, some more, depending on the person. But anyhow, stay up there, hold it there. Now take an inhale through your nose. Exhale, fold your right leg to tabletop. Beautiful. Now we're getting deeper into the abs. Left leg up. Lovely. Just put your hands behind your thighs. Press the back of your thighs forward into your hands. So you're activating your hamstrings, squeezing those little sit bones and smile muscles together. We must work down here as well. And breathe. Just breathe there. Hold it. Breathe. Beautiful, Priscilla. In through the nose. Out through the mouth, keeping the scoop. Using the hands here assists in being able to go deeper into the abdominals, so feel free to do that. If you want to challenge yourself more, release, but try to stay where you are in your body. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Just come down a little bit here. So you're right at the bottom tip of your shoulder blade. In through the nose. Squeezing those sits bones, those smile muscles together, never letting go there. One more deep breath. Inhale, you can go up to 5, 8 breaths. Hold it there, slowly lower the right foot down, keeping the knee bent, the left foot down, and lower your spine, your arms all the way down by your side. Lovely, excellent. Now you're going to turn to your side, facing out that way, and slide down a few inches this way. Perfect. Knees are bent, soft point in the feet. Your hips will be stacked. Your spine will be stacked. Your shoulders will be stacked. It is nice to have a pillow under the neck, under the head, so that your neck stays in that proper alignment. You can use some hand towels rolled up underneath, but we want the cervical spine to be in this alignment. We don't want it to be tilted off to the side. Your hands are stacked. And as you inhale, we're working on the shoulder blade moving across that upper back. You're going to slide your right hand beyond the left and then slide it back in and down. Slide the right hand beyond the left hand so it slides forward, and then it stacks back up the hands. Inhale to slide forward, and what I'm really looking at here and what you want to be feeling in your body is your shoulder blade going out wide, so we're moving our shoulder blade, and then the shoulder blade coming in towards our spine and down towards the hip. Keep going, still keeping the integrity in the rest of the body. So the hips are stacked, the abdominals are in, the ribs are in, and you're integrating your breath with the movement. Now keep that hand extended, and now we're going to go into a nice, big, delicious circle. So the arm goes up over your head. You're going to follow your focus on that hand. As you circle, you're going to let your head go, your neck go, your ribs go. So you're getting that thoracic rotation, come all the way back around, and then stack your hands back up. Slide it forward, inhale. So the shoulder blade goes out wide. Your arm goes back over your head. So you're really getting that nice shoulder mobility, rib mobility, and from the waist up, you're moving. Lovely. We're going to reverse the direction. So you slide forward, inhale. You lower the arm. You rotate that arm bone, the humeral bone, externally as you circle, still allowing that whole cage here to move with the head, neck, and shoulders. One more time. Inhale, slide it out. And exhale, circle the arm. Circle the head, the neck, the ribs. Join the arm in that beautiful pattern. Very nice. Turn and face the other direction. So we're stacking once again. Head, shoulders, spine, and hips. Again, a towel, a few hand towels stacked up. Works beautifully. And just slide the right hand beyond the left. And bring it back in and down. So now you can see her shoulder blade going away from the spine, and then her shoulder blade going in and down. She has lovely scapular movement here. Inhale, slide it out, and exhale, pull it in and down. The ribs stay pulled in, the abdominals stay in, so we're isolating that movement while keeping the rest of the body nice and quiet. Now you're in a circle. Take the arm out. The arm goes up over your head. You circle your head. You circle the arm, the shoulder, the rib rotation, very nice, and bring it back around. Inhale, slide it forward. Exhale, take the arm back over your head. Circle, lovely. Everything below stays quiet. Reverse direction. Slide the hand and lower the arm, rotating that arm bone externally as it comes all over your head and back around. One more time. Inhale, slide it. Exhale, lower the arm. Circle the arm in the joint, allowing the ribs, waist, and come back around and stack them up. Very nice. So sit up, Priscilla. Swing your legs around. You're going to lay on your stomach with your hands folded underneath your forehead. Stack your hands and so that your cervical spine is elongated. Shoulder blades are down. Just going to squeeze those heels together so there's activity through the inner thighs. We're going to work in prone position now, starting with a little bit of prone scapular motion. So go ahead and shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Shrug, 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 where we don't want to be. And then pull your shoulder blades in and down. Yes. Inhale to shrug those shoulder blades up, but it's important to identify with these muscles, the muscles we need to use to move our shoulder blades or to stabilize our shoulder blades. Inhale, shrug them up, and exhale, pull them in and down. Now we're going to keep them anchored down. So now they're stable. They're where they should be in their proper home. We keep them there. Even though you're laying on your stomach muscles, you want to be activating them. So think, without moving your spine at all, of just pulling your stomach muscles, your abdominal muscles off the table. So it's a deep internal contraction. And with doing that, you stabilize your spine, your whole trunk. Lovely. Taking an inhale, keeping your neck elongated, you're going to lift your hands, lift your head. Your hands stay glued to the forehead. I'm doing this so her neck stays straight and lower back down. You won't have me at home again. But that's the focus you want to have. If you keep your hands glued to your forehead and your chin slightly lowered, but space between your chin and chest, your neck should stay in the right alignment. I'm going to have her do one incorrectly so you can see the difference. So go ahead and bend your head back as you come up. Yes, we don't want that. That's just compressing the tissue and the disc space in our cervical spine. So we want to keep that elongated as you come up. So we're working that upper back, beautiful. All the strength through her upper back and shoulders, stay down. Legs are squeezed together, take an inhale, and you're gonna exhale and think of lengthening to lift that right leg up, and inhale to lower the leg down. Exhale, lengthen to lift the left, and lower, beautiful. And right, so as she's going through this motion, you want to think of the thigh bone reaching out of the hip socket while maintaining total stability in your whole pelvis. So do a couple incorrectly, Priscilla, where your hips are going to shake side to side. So the hips rock, the hip, front of the hip lift. We don't want that. We want to work all the stabilizers as you lengthen to lift the leg. Beautiful. And left leg up, and you're working really those upper hamstrings, low glutes, getting them firing, keep the leg down. Good. And then hold both legs down, squeeze those heels together, getting that work through the inner part of the leg. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lift the head, lift the chest, keep your hands glued to the forehead. Hold it there. Now integrating the lower half, bring that lower half up, and hold it there. So we're working upper back extension, hamstrings, some glutes, but be careful here. Abs must be pulled in so we don't compress that lower back, and lengthen to lower back down. Bring your hands open and slightly wider than the shoulders. Imagine that there's a marble in front of your nose. You're going to push the marble forward and watch it roll. Lift your head, lift your chest, keep your elbows down on the table and just hold it there. So now we're getting a little actual extension in that thoracic spine. And then reach your chest forward as you lower all the way down. Inhale, exhale, push the marble forward, lift your head, chest, spine. So your focus leads the way. Your head, neck, and spine follow your focus, and lengthen to lower down. Inhale, prepare, exhale, let your focus start the path to continue up. Now hold it there. Now this time you're going to come up as high as your body will allow you to. This really depends on your issues in your low back. Hold it there, inhale. Now you're going to use your arms to assist you to push up as high as you can, allowing your elbows to lift. Your abdominals are pulling in and up. You're trying to extend as much as you can through your upper back. Now reach your chest forward, bend your elbows to lengthen to lower back down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, draw those shoulder blades down. Press the marble forward, lift your head and chest. Start with the elbows down. Get yourself prepared, really organized in your body. Hold together. Legs can be apart also if you feel stressed, so go ahead and do some with your legs apart. If there's any stress in the low back, you can go ahead and separate your legs. And then use your arms to assist you in pressing up higher, lifting, opening. Same, hold up. You should feel a stretch in the abdominal wall because you're pulling it in so much. Then bend your elbows and reach that chest forward. Lovely. One more. Inhale. Let this one flow. Go ahead and flow all the way up. Go through the elbow. Lift, 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 lift. Lovely. Bend your elbows and the chest goes forward because we're always wanting to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen that spine down. Very nice, Priscilla. Come up onto your hands and knees. Having your hands directly under your shoulders, your knees directly under your hips, hip width apart. Starting with your spine in that neutral level position. So that's always a challenge to find. Where are we in space without having the teacher point to you is a challenge, but we'll do our best at home. Inhale, we're going to go through a little posterior tilt in the pelvis. You want to use your abs to move your spine. So you're going to pull your abs in so much that your tailbone drops down, your ribs pull up, and you're looking in towards your belly button here. So that's nice flexion in the spine. She has lovely flexion. Now, keeping the abs engaged, you're going to exhale and lengthen back to, I'm going to use her ponytail. That's not very nice. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, pull your abs in and pull up, 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 up. Really pulling up through the abs, up through the ribs. Hold it there. Inhale. And then lengthen back to neutral. Right. So, hold it here. When you're in your neutral position, your level position, for however you want to describe that, see how her shoulder blades are very pronounced here. In order to avoid some of that, we want to have this more flat. So in order to get that and feel that on our own, take an inhale. I'm going to put my fingertips right in the middle of her sternum. As you exhale, think of pulling this off of my fingers so that you're going to pull this part of your spine up, yes, and this space fills up. Yeah, that's really what we want here, because then that's creating more stability. Now, as a result of doing that, her head drops, so you're going to just lift your head a little bit, pull the belly in, and draw the shoulder blades down. Nice. So we're going to try to keep as much width in the upper back as we can, really holding in the abdominal wall, maintaining that stability. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to reach the right arm forward and extend it straight out from the shoulder without changing anything in the rest of the body. Hold it there. Take an inhale. Now the left leg is going to extend back. So opposite arm and leg, really having to work through here so we don't tilt back and forth. Bend the elbow first. Put the hand back under the shoulder. Bend the knee. Bring the knee under the hip. Reestablish that level position. There. Beautiful. So you got to imagine someone sticking their fingertips between your chest there and pulling away from that to get that width. As you exhale, lengthen to lift that left arm forward. Good. Shoulder girdle doesn't change. And then the right leg extends back. You can go through this a few times on your own. And then bend the elbow and the knee and bring it back. Now just go through that one more time. At the same time, the arm and leg extend out. The core stays nice and stable and centered, and bend and lower. And the left arm and the right leg, inhale. And exhale, bring it back to center. Lovely. Hold it there. Very nice. Now take an inhale. We're going to go into that flexion again. As you exhale, pull your abdominals away, stretch up. So this is all about finding that deep internal muscle connection. Hold it in nice and tight as you lengthen. Now hold it here for a moment. You're going to keep this where it is. This is a nice preparation for a plank. You're going to just from the bottom rib through the pelvis, lengthen your pelvis out. This doesn't move. Yes, hold it there. That's it. So you're just moving from the bottom rib through the tailbone, lengthening it out to that level position, hip bones, pubic bone align. Now keep the upper back where it is. Lift your head and neck slightly. Hold it there. So you see, right there, you're in the right position. The pelvis is level. There's still that width in the upper back. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to extend the right leg back behind you. Curl the toes under, and you're going to stand firmly. We're preparing for our plank position. So the strength is through the leg, through the core, through that upper back, and you take the left leg back next to the right, slightly apart, about hip distance apart. Hold it there and breathe. Holding a plank, super challenging, working through the core, working through the shoulder girdle to keep that stability. Careful not to hyperextend the elbows. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, deep in that abdominal connection. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Now gently bend the right knee first. Bring the right knee back underneath the hip. And the left knee back underneath the hip. And you're going to sit back into your child's pose position, just stretching out your spine for a nice little break. I'm going to stretch it out as a nice way to end this series. Just breathe there. Take a couple deep breaths. And feel that breath into my hands. Inhale. And then exhale those ribs in. Now use your abdominal muscles and slowly stack your spine up on your hips, one vertebra at a time. Think of stacking like little blocks, one by one. Abdominals work deep to control the spine. Up. And inhale, expand the ribs, expand the lungs to finish. Exhale all the air. Thank you so much, Priscilla. And thank you, and I hope you enjoy your class. Really take this opportunity to go deep into your own body and delve into the work yourself. Enjoy. Thank you.